Hi, my name is Saket. I'm the co-founder and CEO at Nexla. It is my pleasure to welcome you to this session. If you are a user of NetSuite Analytics Warehouse, that is NSAW, or planning to use NSAW, then this is just the right session for you to learn how you can maximize your outcomes with NSAW. To quickly introduce Nexla, we are a company based in San Mateo, California, literally across the freeway from the main global offices of Oracle. Our mission as a company has been to make data ready to use for the users of data. Through a combination of automation and collaboration tools, we make sure that a data user, such as a business analyst, can have data in their hands. A whole host of companies rely on Nexla, including some of the biggest global enterprises, as well as a range of NSAW users. Now, we all know that behind beautiful dashboards is rich, clean data delivered in a timely fashion. You get the full richness of NSAW dashboards when you combine the NetSuite data with a host of other business data. That data can come from a variety of places and systems with different formats and velocities, tools within your organization, or even data from external services and partners. This is exactly where Nexla is the highest rated tool by Gartner for being a simple but powerful no-code tool that users can love as an accelerator and as a force multiplier. To share the ease and power of Nexla, I'm excited for two of our customers to share their stories in their own words. I'm joined by Chris Lafaire, CIO at Arcadia Cold, a new 3PL company in cold storage business. I'll let Chris share more about his background and how he has leveraged Nexla to bring tremendous richness to NSAW.
Hi, I am Chris Lafaire, CIO of Arcadia Cold. Arcadia Cold is a new 3PL company in the cold storage business. As a new company, we had the luxury to build new warehouses with the latest refrigeration technologies. Data plays an upfront part of our strategy at Arcadia Cold because it's very important for our customers to not only see inventory, but see it in real time. And data means having it accurate. Even though we have many warehouses, each one uses its own warehouse system. So we needed a way to consolidate data from multiple systems into one simple and single source of data for our customers. And Nexla has helped us do just that. Nexla worked natively with Oracle NetSuite NSAW, or NetSuite Analytics Warehouse. We did implement the integration with our third-party warehouse and NSAW. And after using Nexla to extract data from our third-party warehouse system, and we noticed that Nexla had a lot more bigger true potential, we learned we could use Nexla as a central hub for our data strategy. We currently use Nexla to integrate our HR payroll system with NetSuite ERP. We also use Nexla to integrate our billing system with NetSuite ERP. We found a tool that helped us integrate all these solutions. It actually helped us go to market faster without having to buy second, third, fourth tier middleware applications that would help us integrate across multiple platforms and systems. Overall, the time to market compared to taking another approach and using each vendor's middleware accelerated the project probably by 9 months compared to using Nexla that was easy to implement in under 3 months. I believe that the savings that Nexla has given us by eliminating 3 to 4 other integration tools has reduced the integration budget by 50 to 60% across all applications. It has given us a better position in the market in terms of data access for our customers. Nexla gathers data from all these different systems and presents one single pane to our customers so they can see in one location all their inventory information and get it all in real time. We've had conversations with customers that when they see the availability of our data on our portal, supported by Nexla. They're surprised in how much data they can access self-service. So I think that gives us a competitive advantage in terms of providing the data to our customers. One of the things that we liked about Nexla was the low code uh, strategy or the low code objective, which is really you don't have to be an expert in any programming language to move data between A to point B. Being a new company, we didn't have all the staff with all the expertise that knew all the technologies. As we were using Nexla, we came to know how easy it was. That our business users are now helping create data flows. It's really pointing Nexla to the source and pointing Nexla to the target. And it actually has a wizard that actually prompts the user, how should I import the data? Should I transform the data? And you actually get a very good visual of how Nexla can transform the data. And it actually gives you an example of the transformation of the data. So I think this low code environment, it has been really helpful for us because even IT resources may not be familiar with Nexla. It was really easy for them to adopt the technology and build new flows. In IT, something will always go wrong. I love that we get alerts when the source data changes or the target is not available or when there's any type of hiccup. Nexla sends alerts to notify us of, hey, things are happening, things are changing. So it gives us proactive alerts when things might be failing, and even before anyone notices, they're addressed. So it's not only the implementation of the tool, it's also the upkeep, monitoring, what I say, feeding and caring of the tool is really easy. I strongly recommend IT leaders to look closely at a tool that can integrate multiple systems using multiple integration methods. I named a few earlier: SFTP, APIs. All big ERP and warehouse management vendors have their own middleware. Works well within their own ecosystem. However, when integrating with other systems, it's difficult and sometimes very expensive, or it becomes shelfware. Some of you may know what I'm talking about. Nexla can fit the bill on having multiple integration methods across many platforms, and it's truly platform agnostic. So we faced many challenges in terms of resources, skills with the resources, data integration points, and Nexla has helped us bridge the gap between business knowledge, business skills, IT skills, and that the platform that helps us move data back and forth. I believe that we're currently working as a partnership with Nexla and not just as a vendor. I think that we have a strong relationship and it has outgrown from just a signed contract. I think that we trust our partner that whenever we have a question, either that how do we implement, the responses are quick, to the point. They're happy to jump on a call to better understand our questions and not just close the ticket. So I think that Nexla also partners and supports customers and treats us as partners as we treat them. So I would classify Nexla as one of our trusted partners.
So as you can see, Arcadia is an amazing story of choosing a best-in-class product to achieve both flexibility and speed across a variety of data systems. So next, I want to chat about another aspect of data, which is real-time data and activating data to immediate business and revenue impact. Let me introduce Chris Farrier, Director of Finance at SmarteCarte. SmarteCarte is a company we all know from the luggage carts at every airport. These are smart devices where real-time data at high volume and with high reliability empowers the team at SmarteCarte to create wonders. Let's listen to Chris in his own words.
My name is Chris Farrier. I'm the Senior Director of Finance here at SmarteCarte. So SmarteCarte is the leading provider of carts at airports, but also we provide strollers at malls, lockers in many different venues, such as ski resorts, amusement parks, and other locations like that. Data is a huge component of the SmarteCarte world because we own and operate all of our equipment. We need to make sure that the equipment is live, up and running, and operational for all of the users at the users of our product. So if you're coming into an airport and you need a cart, we want to make sure that the equipment there is ready to give you a cart. So from a data perspective, one of the things that we've really moved forward with in the last few years is the ability to get communication to and from all of our equipment in the field. And that process of absorbing all of that data is a substantial process. When utilizing Nexla's product, when a piece of equipment goes down and we're not receiving, we know it's down because we're not receiving a scheduled ping. And when that scheduled ping doesn't come in, then we can automatically notify the manager to, hey, this unit hasn't responded in the last 30 minutes. Can you go check and make sure it's running? And that has substantially improved our uptime of all of the equipment. All of our data is stored in NSAW, and that's relatively new to us. So that was, we just went live on NetSuite 4 months ago or so, and along with that, we went live with NSAW. We had not had a data warehouse prior. We'd been utilizing, I think we'd been utilizing Amazon storage services. Perhaps some were automated going to Google storage services, but now using Nexla and other ETL tools, we're bringing all of that into a single source of reportability in NSAW. The way I understand it, putting millions of records daily related to that, and from everything I've been told, that volume's been handled very well with Nexla. Historically, we had significant troubles with upgrades and different things. Every time something would happen, it would break all of those links. She'd have to go back in, turn them all on one at a time. And from everything that I've heard, all of our Nexla flows have been 100% reliable so far. They just work and they're very reliable. That's a huge, huge component, so that when you actually get what you need up and running, you don't have to think about it, because, and honestly, it's kind of like your phone service. You don't want to have to think about, is the phone going to work when I turn it on? You just expect that it works because you want to use the service. So when the service is running, you want it there and reliable. I would say one of the better cost savings measures that we have is in our report writers' time, in that prior to when we were, now that we're up and running on Nexla, in the time before that on other products, she was spending up to 50 to 60% of her time doing maintenance of those data flows to maintain the data sets that she was reporting on. Whereas in today's world, she doesn't have to spend up, 5% of her time on that. So a savings of about half of her time in relationship to just maintaining the data. It gives us more of an opportunity to have Rohitha working on the reports and providing valuable insights into the business versus just maintaining the data side that you expect the ETL tools to take care of for you. The product has been extremely reliable, and we've been able to maintain that reporting structure to the field to ensure that the equipment stays operational. Should we lose that capacity, we would definitely see an impact in our revenue stream by about a full percentage point. Having data is one thing. Having actionable data is going to provide you with something completely different and create value. So one of the things that people should definitely consider is, what are the requirements of your users? What are the requirements that to make that data actionable and usable at that time, where your users are? So keeping a broad mindset when evaluating products, who's going to use this and what are they going to use it for, and what are the benefits of utilizing this tool versus the next for those particular situations. So having that reliability and sustainability partnering with us, truly partnering with us, making themselves available, helping us determine what when we were trying to build up these ETLs, what was going on, what was wrong, why was it wrong, and getting those things fixed and corrected. That was the primary component that separated Nexla from other ETL tools that we were evaluating.
It's lovely to hear from Chris how the reliability of high volume and real-time data allowed his team to save so much time that was otherwise going towards maintenance and checking in on data, and enabled them to really focus on the key business value of building those dashboards and leveraging this data for better business outcomes. We've heard from both Arcadia as well as SmarteCarte as to how powerful tools are enabling them to get the most from their efforts around NSAW and get the best possible business outcomes. Let's now look at some of the best practices that we have seen across our users in NSAW when working with data. There are many parts to it, but without going into too much detail, I must say that it all starts with strong data engineering. And what is coming here is the no-code capabilities of Nexla are bringing data engineering into the hands of every user. What that means is you can work with data from many different systems. You can work with streaming data, and you can not only do that, Nexla tools are powerful enough to be easily extended beyond your immediate needs to also whatever you might need in future. Migration of data is an extremely important aspect when you are adopting a new tool. That's something that we support very well. It is also important for any tool that you're using to support both analytics and data science use cases. You may start with one or the other, but realize that there are multiple stakeholders when it comes to you making most of the data that you have. And finally, I must say that while analytics and data science are extremely important, data is essential to business operations. Making the data move across systems, connect information across applications is a very essential part of making sure that your entire system works in cohesion and helps you focus on what you need to do, which is running your business. Finally, as we wrap up this session, I want to thank you so much for your time, listening to our story and what capabilities Nexla brings into the NSAW ecosystem. We have a lot of resources here for your reference, data sheets, customer stories, best practices, technology demos, and so on. Do visit us at our booth at Suite World 2023, and feel free to get in touch via email or to any of our team members here at the conference. Thank you.